But yeah, the hopefully you guys can try to save what's left of Europe from the invading Nazi Islam. That's yeah, that's they're you guys have it worse than England. England's just more the UK is just more concentrated. There's no way to run. You're on an island. But yeah, they filled up Europe with Nazi Islam. That's how they take over countries for the last 1,500 years is through attrition. They bring in they infiltrate in, and then they put out little mini terrorists like rats. They breed like rats, and one rat could put out thousands of offspring in a year. And that's what you got. You've been filled with rats, vermin, and they're turning your continent into shit, just like they're doing England, and just like they've stayed there. They're embedded in here up in Michigan, where Klobuchar, that bitch that was just talking is from. They're embedded throughout different parts. There, the Sharia law is in effect in parts of Minnesota, in communities in Minnesota and in Pennsylvania. So again, this is a pestilence that needs to be eradicated from our country. Is Nazi Islam. Islam in any form is terror. They're not all terrorists, though, but they all support it, whether they act on it or not. So hopefully Trump's going to put it into that too. But yeah, you guys
anywhere in the world will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government. Over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history.
Isn't that the truth?
And I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life.
Yes.
Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
Amen.
Victory showed the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural. And very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states. And the popular vote, we won by millions of people. To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it.
There you go. There you go.
We will bring prices down.
Gas is $2.38 a gallon down here right now.
Right to the top. And export American energy all over the world.
That's not bad. When Trump was in, we were down to literally $1.49. $1.49 a gallon.
That will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate.
Yes.
Saving our auto industry.
If you want to have an electric vehicle, that's fine, but you're not going to make people drive them.
Auto workers.
No tomahawk emoji. No, I looked for that too, but that's what he said that. I figured it's too much of a weapon that they would count it, but hell yeah, brother. I'd love that.
Years ago, And thank you to the auto workers of our nation for your inspiring vote.
There you go, Amethyst. Yeah.
Tremendously with them.
I think $1.80 to $2 would be a perfect price for it to settle in and stay. You know, they need to be able to make some money on it. They need to keep it where it's profitable, but doesn't have to be ridiculous. So between $1.75 to $2, I think that's a perfect place for it to settle out for our gas.
Our citizens.
I know, Amethyst. It's been
we are establishing.
It's been for the last 5 years, basically 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, watching
collect all tariffs,
watching the way they've handled the pandemic and everything else. It was
amounts of money,
not a lot to be proud of,
coming from foreign sources. The American,
and again, when you have Americans that don't seem to be aware of what they're voting for, it makes it hard. You know, you feel like you're in a country full of idiots, retards.
My administration.
But fortunately, there's enough of them that we got done what need to get done this time.
After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America.
There you go. They were going to ban TikTok. Trump is saying he's going to save TikTok. Which again, I mean, I don't think that we should be sponsoring the Chinese.
Never again will the immense power of
intelligence agencies
be weaponized to
turning over all our data freely to them. But
something I know something about. We will not allow.
Yeah, definitely, Vester.
It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice.
All right, Amethyst, there you go. Yeah, I got on my Trump hat, protecting my ears, and it's freezing outside.
And we are going
to freedom shirt,
law and order back to our cities. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life.
That's what cost them more than anything, just about, was people watching that shit.
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today.
Yeah, Amethyst, that's true. But the Chinese are our mortal enemies, is the difference. We're turning it over to a foreign power when we give it to them freely. And you know all the metadata that goes with that. It's you know. But that's it. I think it should be bought out by an American company and cut China out of it. That'd be different. But Trump was in favor of keeping it. So
any service members who were unjustly expelled.
People ask me if I'm not on TikTok. I'm like, well, because I'm not a prepubescent teenage girl. But and I don't want to I'm not a China fan, but.
And I will sign an order to stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments.
Amen, Matthew. I'm getting addicted to those things, man. They're just too good. They're just they're a little pricey.
Will be free to focus on their sole mission, defeating America's enemies.
Yeah. We're gonna have a lethal military again. The fact that they put that guy, Richard Levine, the fat, ugly man dressed as a fat, ugly woman that's in charge of healthcare in this country, that thinks he's a woman, mentally ill guy, pull his mom out of the nursing homes up in Chicago before they made yours all stay there and die. But yeah, they put him in a dress and made him some kind of honorary general or some bullshit in the Navy.
But also by the wars that we and perhaps most importantly, the wars all those never get into.
Veterans that have served in their serving. to have this piece of shit representing the Navy. Fat, ugly, long, blonde-haired man in a Navy dress. Just horrific.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker. And
yeah, special occasions, Matthew, is whenever they get them, when they mark them down half price. That's the real special occasion for me. When I can pay 20 instead of 40 for them. But even for the price, when you're getting a 3-pound steak, you spread it out over a couple of dinners, and it's not that bad for the quality of what it is. And but yeah, it's a good cut of meat. Are y'all even allowed to have meat with bones in it there? And I know, like I said, that chicken grease, they could not get any beef, any beef or I think lamb even with that had bone. It was all because I think it was the beef for sure because of mad cow. But so yeah, they couldn't get T-bone, they couldn't get ribs, anything that was had bone in it for beef.
Now we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf.
Yeah, but it's total disrespect to vets and the history of our military and everything else. But they don't care. That's
McKinley to Mount McKinley, where it should be.
That's it. Name it back, change it back to McKinley. That's it. They're going to change these other military bases back to their original names too, from what I heard them say. Think you should be able to do that.
McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made. And Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being...
Yeah, Matthew, it must be, I guess it's Greece and maybe Europe as a whole, but at least back then in it's been almost 10 years now, but yeah, they couldn't get anything with a bone in it because of mad cow.
We didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
But yeah, 25 pounds is about for over there, and then I guess it's all imported. Most of it's imported, right? For have a lot of pasture land available in the UK. Yeah, I mean these are the ones that I see up here. They're at $17 to $20 a pound.
Success. We will not be
so, but yeah, that's actually no, that's double 40. Yeah.
And keep our children safe.
Oh yeah. 25 pounds for 2 kilograms, 2.2 pounds. But yeah, no, that's more comparable to what we have. Yeah, that's not killing you too bad.
Our territory, builds our cities.
Hey, John R., what's going on, brother? We're watching history being made.
And we will
glad they haven't cut me off again.
Into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Okay, so y'all do have some British farms still putting out beef. Well, that makes sense. So, oh, cool. Yeah, that's not too terrible.
Ambition.
So, John, are you out of the creeks until spring?
And right now, our nation is more ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most.
Damn, that seems like that'd be a little chilly.
No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the.
Oh, that's right, Matthew. I forgot. I forgot about that.
Lifted beings from poverty, harnessed electricity,
Excuse me.
launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of
you still have the barbecue house going?
The human hand. If we work together, there's nothing we cannot do, and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback.
Yeah.
But as you see today, here I am, the American people have spoken.
Damn, John, that's yeah, we're in the 40s here and it's sunny. We're gonna get in the teens tonight, but
I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe.
But yeah, that north wind. That's why I got my Trump hat on, covering my ears.
Impossible is what we do best.
My Trump winter hat.
From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged for generations of
patriots. That's nippy.
Gave everything
that's a bit of a nip.
For our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward.
Yeah, that's the way it is here, John. They're saying we can get some snow tonight and tomorrow.
Laid down the railroads.
We haven't had snow here since about 2015, I think it was. Almost 10 years.
Won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced.
Cool, Matthew. That sounds like a cool gig.
We've been through together. We stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America's promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation
under God.
So to every parent who dreams for their child,
one glorious nation
who dreams for their future, I am with you. I will fight for you, and I will win for you. They're going to win like never before.
Mr. President, we're tired of winning. We can't take all the winning. Please stop. And he's going to say, no, we're going to win some more.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, Biden, they don't get up, they don't clap, they're bitter.
We're going to bring it back.
We're going to dismantle all the shit you've done.
Than ever before. We will be a nation like no other.
That's right, Abbott. There's much love.
Exceptionalism.
The great man himself.
Stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world.
And I was standing only 20 feet away from him 2 different times. At 2 different rallies on the floor.
And admired again, including by people of
in the presence of greatness
and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be.
That was the thing. You'd hear people yelling all through the crowd that you don't see during the rallies on TV. People just yell, "We love you, President Trump. We love you, Mr. Trump." And it wouldn't just be women; it'd be men. You'd hear guys, "We love you, President Trump." Just red people in the audience yelling that out as it would go. It was something else.
We will live proudly. We will dream boldly. And nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future.
Awesome, Matthew. That sounds like a really good deal. And
just begun.
It's always happy people there. you don't have to deal with just general public. All right.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Look, Kamala and then Joe actually had to stand up now. for the first time in his speech. Yep, I was going to say, is he going to do a Trump dance? He did a fist. He did a fist pump.
Performing America the Beautiful, please welcome the Armed Forces Chorus.
All right, this is where we got to. This is where I got to kill the music because I'm sure anything that they play will be bumped. Ron F. Is there Ron F on there? Hey, Ron, you scroll past. I didn't see you there, man. Well, happy Inauguration Day, brother. America is back. We are back with a vengeance, as they say. And we're gonna be wreaking a little retribution on these pieces of shit for what they've done to this country. Yeah. Fucking Biden is a corpse. Oh, I guess it looks like they killed the music for him too.
President Trump outlining all of his day one actions to make America.
I think I'm on the. I think you're on.
Was really it's very unbelievable. A powerful speech, unapologetic. You know, he knows why people elected him.
Yeah, Benny Johnson
into office. Then he knows why people rejected the previous administration, and so he's not skipping a beat. He's going in there.
Oh, Benny, we were with Benny for
that gave me chills.
We were for Benny for
I cannot wait.
Election night. He was breaking news before the main. I was watching somebody else talk about it, saying that I was seeing Benny was calling. Benny Johnson was calling something before the network was or whatever, and. But he was right. So while they were all still trying to figure out some way to say that camel toe won, it didn't work.
Wrapped up his address. We have Carrie Underwood set to perform at the inauguration. So we're just waiting for that music to sort of get. Yeah, let's listen.
Steak and ale pies. Yeah, I can see that, Matthew. Yeah, I better take that down because they'll StreamYard will think they have a copyright on the anthem too. Well, not our anthem, whatever this. What is this considered? It's not our anthem. It's just America song. When they were playing earlier. Alaskan Assassin, how's it going, brother? Welcome to a new day in America. We just had made it through the swearing in. I was so happy we were indoors here that they did not do this. Look at Biden. Is he even there? Jeez, I thought he was about to lose it. But yeah, instead of having this outdoors and exposing Trump to the inane idiots that are out there, to move it in, you got to use the weather as a good reason without making it look like they were responding or were reacting to threat. Because we do not cower at threats, but we also don't take we're not going to take ridiculous chances and risk this man. He's only barely here as it is. So I don't know if y'all saw they had another assassination plot attempt on him from last week during the Carter funeral. A guy was in the Capitol with a machete, a full-size machete, and 3 other knives on him. And earlier before that, they had an individual they got that was parking, was trying to do basically an IED on a car bomb in the that was going to be in one of the I guess would think was going to be the routes that Trump would be on, but they caught that too. But the same day on Carter's funeral, two different plots to try to get to Trump, apparently. So, hopefully now that he is in, there's no There's none of this. Oh, we got to stop him bullshit. So it's just a matter of the insane idiots that are out there. They're going to want to try to get him.
President Donald J. Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance with the strength and courage to choose the right and the good.
Yeah, I've never had that, Matthew. I would, I would have. I think, or like shepherd's pie, like Ramsey does with the mash done. They do the potatoes on top for the top crust or something. But I'd certainly be willing to give it a try. It sounds good to me. Yeah, that's good to hear, John. So the therapy's is helping you. I know sometimes it's more painful coming out of those than it is going in, depending on what your injury was and how aggressively they are rehabbing you. It sounds like a plan, Matthew. I wouldn't mind. I've always I don't really ever really cared about Europe, and I always wanted to go to places like Australia, New Zealand, Hawaii, the islands, and I've been to Hawaii and the islands, and Cozumel, Mexico, the tropics, but I wouldn't mind taking a little trip over to England, maybe cross the channel, check out your neighbors adjacent before it's all said and done. So that'd be cool to come over there. And there's a few of you guys, and actually a couple of people from Facebook. I sent cookies over there for Christmas. There's a couple of people from Facebook I'd sent cookies to in UK and over again in Greece, and I think there was one in some that I sent to where else it was? It wasn't was it just Greece? I was thinking Germany. I don't know. It's been too long, but yeah, I had just like my favorite bottles. I sent cookies all over the world in about 30 of the 50 states here from friends and people that I'd send out shit to. Hell yeah, Matt! You come over. We'll put that. I'll do a tomahawk, and you can do one of your pies, and we'll have us a beef session with a couple of big pints. I just don't drink it warm. We'll have to be cold beer. We'll get that Heineken, one of those little Heineken kegs. Yeah, we know the song. Just do the invoke and get off the stage. At least they did. They were playing earlier. They were playing "This Land Is Made for You and Me," the Arlo Guthrie commie song. Which even as a kid, I can remember thinking I never really liked that song just because it was this land was made for you and me. It just sounded too grabby and greedy and self-important. And then I find out, years later that, well, yeah, it's a fucking commie ballad, for basically it is not like My Country 'Tis of Thee or the anthem. It does not belong in the same category. It's just has the name America in it. But yeah, it's I they weren't singing, they were playing the medley for it in the back. Oh, Matthew, that's a nice little jaunt there for sure. Love the bird. Well, hey, I do enjoy a spot of bourbon from time to time. We can get a nice bottle of bourbon to go with that. I don't do you use any of that? Do you just use the Guinness or do you use bourbon in your meat pie? But yeah, if you come to America, brother, swing it. You can come in through the. We got a port here in New Orleans. I don't know where you'd be going to the country, but you'd be at the. Definitely can check out the southernmost part of it. Nearly, we're not the most southern, but you know what I'm saying. That would definitely be a blast. But yeah, that sounds like a great trip coming up. Jeez, all right, enough with the invoking. I'm surprised Biden and Kamala haven't just like melted like on Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know when they opened the covenant, they're enveloped. All this praying, I'm sure, is very uncomfortable to them. And then, of course, Imhoff, her husband behind him, none of those people are ever going to see the equivalent of the pearly gates. I would imagine. I think they're all pretty. Their destiny in the afterlife is already set, and it's nothing that anybody's going to want would be envious of. So, you know, when you look at these people and think, oh, they got this and they got that, uh, as someone who's actually had a little glimpse of the other side, I can tell you that I have a distinct feeling that they're going to be recycled into the mix. They are whatever. They're not going to be when you're corrupt and decrepit. It's like an unviable fetus. Your soul just cannot go. The only thing, you know, you could be an amputee, you could be horribly mangled. That the physicalities of that don't translate over in the afterlife, but the physical things that you do and the corruption in your heart, your soul, in your the evil in your being is what transcends. And yeah, these people, there's a good number of them out there. I would be pretty sure that are going to have no connection to anything that we would consider uh, a happy afterlife, which is going to be there's your karma. Oh, he's yeah, he you know, to be embarrassed, you have to have some kind of morality or that's why they can do the things that they do without embarrassment because they have no self-reflection. They have no decency of character. They could do anything and then justify it by whatever thing they can come up with for themselves to say, oh, that was for the good of this, for the good of that, or when in all reality it was only for the good of themselves or or whatever warped agenda or deviant pleasures that they're pursuing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, she's bitter. She's bitter. She's bitter at Camel Toe sitting there next to Joe. Joe and her hate Kamala Harris. Vampire Diaries. There you go, New Orleans. New Orleans is about an hour. I'm an hour southwest of New Orleans. So nice little drive through the swamps to get here. It's all raised highway. All you've seen is the top, 15 feet of the trees and cypress trees that are coming up, but all below you. If you stop and get out on the shoulder, you'll hear shit crashing around down there, gators splashing, and all kinds of critters moving along underneath the highways that cut through the Louisiana swamps and bayous.
For our national anthem.
Well, I, oh, he's singing. They'll probably block it because he's singing. So I'd rather be playing that. We should be able to play our national anthem without StreamYard blocking it. But maybe since Christopher is singing it, they'd be a little harsher on us. Well, all right. Well, shit. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, that's that deep from your lungs cough that comes out when you're coming down the fucking flu. Like I said, my throat. My hot coffee made my sore throat a little better, but yeah, I can feel it coming. I can feel it in the air at night. Last night specifically, and it's settling in. But yeah, this is a great day for America. And again, I can remember 4 years ago. Of course, I didn't sit here and watch the inauguration like this because there was nothing to cheer about that. But thinking that 4 years it's going to can we make it for 4 years? And even then, planning for Trump to be back, not even considering anyone else or anything else other than that we'll have to come back. Trump's going to have to come back and win this. And oh, thanks, John. and here we are. And like I said, is my sound back up?
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain at your seats while the president and official party depart the platform.
Okay, this is just the exiting. So well, there we go. We have President Trump is president again. Our country
Making his way out of the
has
Capitol.
a chance to
Again, he sets and signs some executive orders at the Capitol, so he'll be
be saved.
for swearing in. What a moment! We had a moment there with Carrie Underwood singing a cappella.
There you go, John.
Of course, Machio belting out just such a beautiful rendition there. What a way to cap off a bone-chilling inauguration ceremony. And it all feels surreal, but Donald Trump is your 47th president. And here he goes with Melania in hand, departing the rotunda. We'll see where he heads to now. Again, he is set to sign, and he outlined it during his very energetic speech.
I wonder if she's in that for the Jackie O look.
He will be signing.
I thought that was reminiscent of Jackie Onassis from Kennedy,
A desk,
but she didn't have the pillbox hat.
as well to sign executive orders.
Melania looked great. Still, yeah. Last time we get to see that hag.
And former.
At least they didn't put her in a shower curtain this time. That's pretty good. Normally she's I said dressed like somebody, dumped a bag on her. Decrepit Chuck Schumer. I remember finding out whatever that Amy Schumer, she calls herself a comedian, but the not funny fat bitch that's the commie. That's his niece, granddaughter, some immediate family though. Yeah, Amy Schumer is related directly to Chuck Schumer. That's why she's not funny.
There's a singing during
I was
performance. You can see her right behind.
There you go. It's all hearts here. But I was watching Aqua. Here you go, Aqua. Great day. It's a great day for the country.
Donald Trump has left the Capitol Rotunda.
He's got some bills to sign.
Some of the executive orders he
Look, and old Bill's back there talking to the woman behind him. Hillary's like,
emergency at the borders have been.
Her and Bill both look really rough. He looked like I thought he had AIDS from his
We also talked about declaring
the way he just the last time I'd seen him in public, he looked so gaunt, either AIDS or cancer, because he had that sickly, decrepit, skinny look to him. Look at her, man. That woman is class.
through the Capitol. We'll see where they go.
It's like her. And what's this? Who's this chick in front of her with the black? It looks like Russian.
Let's see if there's any audio.
Helga. They don't look happy. They're somber.
J.D. Vance, Usha.
Yeah. Like, what did they got her wearing? Jeez. At least it's not elk brown. Everything she wears is always so drab and brown. They put her in black with some kind of zipper work on it. I don't know. It looked pretty tacky too. All of those women look like crap. So that was the first time Bill's touched Hillary in 20 years there.
Elon there in the background.
Yeah, the Trump line there. Look at that group. Where's Hunter? Hunter's already all doped up for the day.
They will be departing soon.
Man's right there.
We'll be heading out to the east front of the Capitol in just a second, and the Bidens will fly off in Marine One. That's the east front as we speak. But
So now I think we're gonna get a shot of.
That's what I have. One of my favorite. Actually, I need to clean this. Put it down there. That's from the first presidency. I'd gotten that. I had it framed, but yeah, that was Trump coming off the chopper there. Very cool. One of my favorites that I have of him there.
second, the inaugural address this year was almost twice as long as his inaugural address back in 2017.
And of course, we got our Trump shower curtain. That's been like I said, I sleep very well at night with Trump looking over me. Sorted piles of all the Trump hats. Yeah. And then for the winter here, I showed this before. They cut me off. I don't know if we got him, but look at my little guess who came in last night from the cold. Yeah, look at that. You think that looks like an outdoor cat. He wasn't happy about coming in because he doesn't like all the other cats, and he won't come out of the bathroom off the sink here. But he's got his little heater in here with him, and I had him in I guess a week or 10 days ago when we had the last cold snap when it got down so cold, and he was in for like 3 nights. And I put him out. And hey, Crash, how you doing, my friend? We just wrapped up the inauguration. I was showing I'm winterizing Hurricane. Look at that little face. Like I said, he doesn't like coming in because of all the cats, but when it's this freezing cold out there, I just can't leave him out there at night. So I put his towel in the sink. But look at that. Like I say, does that look like a cat that wants to be outside? So maybe I can get him to stay in again if he just when I need another cat in the house. But he was one of the first ones. So, but he's such a sweet boy. He's my sweet boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. He's such a sweetie. Yes, he is. And then he likes Gizmo because he sees Gizmo out there all the time. There's his little toy. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? You want your little toy? You want your little toy back? So yeah, he's got his own box in here, and the rest of the gangs. What are you guys doing? There's our John R. prospecting. So he's one of my little babies. I ended up keeping the two little ones. Looks like Irwin, my little black one, and my little one looks like Daddy. So yeehaw! It was like I said,
King Jeffries there, Democrat leader in the House.
yeah, I don't think the weather was looks like it was that bad out there for them, but I'm glad they used that as the whatever reason they needed to have to keep him out from being exposed out there to the crowds. So I'm very happy that this was an indoor inauguration and that we made it through it, and there was no like I said, no incidents of any kind. I'm waiting to see them show I haven't seen anything from the crowds outside, because if you recall in 2016 when Trump won, it was that's whenever they had all the women with the pussy hats and the all the celebrities out there. Madonna saying that she's thought about blowing up the White House, and Johnny Depp saying when was the last time an actor took out a president, or so just shit that should have the Secret Service knocking their doors down.
Set to board executive one any minute now.
Yeah, I know, John. They said that, but I think they were just using that as a better excuse for than admitting that they were bowing to threats of terror that were potential out there, with him standing with a crowd of hundreds of thousands surrounding him, with all the drone activity, everything we've seen. Like I said, there's no way they've shown they can't address the drones. So what if someone wanted to do something with a drone during the inauguration? Because like I said, what I heard was that China had been controlling the drones from a satellite, and they had a picture of burning debris coming down out of orbit, where they said United States had taken out the Chinese satellite, and that's what had ended the drones. I don't know. Again, if they say it, you figure that 90% of it's lying. But just the fact that we did have all those drones for months, and then all of a sudden it just ends with the latest news between New Orleans and the fires and the Cybertruck attack and everything that just happened over the last 3 weeks. The drones were just missed, but yeah, there's just the fact that she's got to hold her hat. She's gonna blow my hat. Just the fact that they took it inside for his protection was I was very happy that you can call it weather. They would have been fine. It's no rain. If there's no rain, if it's not even cloudy, but that's good. Keep it in. Keep it safe.
The final goodbye before they leave DC for good.
Yeah. So that's what they said about Obama, and he still lives a block from the White House, where he's been running the government under his third term with Biden and the frauds here. Oh, look, they hug Kamala. Oh, and Jill, yes. Oh, look, they're all so fake. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. I hope you rot in hell. Yes, yeah. Fucking shit.
The greatest political comeback.
She open mouth kissed Kamala's husband there. Jill did that time when they were coming in for the gallery. I was like, what the hell? Why are you kissing your husband on the mouth? Well, again, that's the way these people tend to be.
Will we fall off the stairs, guys?
You really fall off the stairs. Yeah, watch out, watch out. We got cats running through, knocking over the camera. Yeah, but that's my little baby boy in there with Hurricane. He's in for the winter, for some winterizing. Come here, baby girl. Come here, baby girl. Come here. Come here, mischief. Come here, mischief. Look at her come. Come when Daddy calls you. You are so smart. You're so smart. Yes, you are. This is my watch out, watch out. There's my little mischief. It looks like her daddy. Yeah, my little girl. She comes when Daddy calls her. Yeah. Yeah, I got Hurricane from whenever the Hurricane Ida had come and he showed up in the backyard a month later. I called her Mischief just because she's she's a little scoundrel. And then my little baby black one's going to be named Peanut because she actually likes peanuts. JP up in there? JP charts, brother. We are celebrating the joy of a new America, a new day in America, brother. They should be escorting him to a goddamn flight to Gitmo. Fucking piece of shit. So his family got rich off of money from Ukraine, off of money from China. Get away from me. You fucking had the Secret Service, FBI searching my underwear drawer, bitch. Get away from me. Good riddance to these two. Two of the worst things that ever happened to the fucking country. That piece of shit there. And the only thing worse than them, or as bad as them, was that queer Obama and Big Mike. So Obama was did they show they didn't show little Barry. So Barack didn't show up for this, huh?
But not come soon enough.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I'm going to let him spend that money over in the Ukraine or China. I'd rather send him to China. That's because they execute their drug addicts and drug dealers in the public stadium. So yeah, that'd be a good place for him and Hunter. The whole family is their commie bullshit.
The helicopter.
But yeah, you think of the lives of Americans. And then, like I've said before, the 13 Americans we lost in Afghanistan with his first act of treason against this country as soon as he got in. Aside from the 13 we lost, there's like another 48 or 50 servicemen that were horribly injured, head wounds, lost limbs that are still going through therapies and are going to live the rest of their lives, with the consequences of that fucking bullshit from him and terrible injuries. They keep talking. They always say the 13 that were lost, and yeah, I mean that's tragic. But even just as tragic, or more so than that, is the dozens that have been left, again mangled and injured, and and suffering through the rest of their life because of this piece of shit, and because of his, the people that were telling him what to do, because he didn't do any of this on his own. Yeah, look at that, man. That is classic America right there, man.
Hockey team play and the Washington Wizards basketball team.
That's
this afternoon. Of course, we will be
we're back. We have a chance now.
Capital after the Bidens take off for Andrews Air Force Base to fly to Santa Barbara. There is going to be a presidential visit to the overflow crowd. About 1,300 more people were in Emancipation Hall, which is at the Congressional Visitor Center adjacent to the Capitol.
So I guess they'll probably be cutting in whenever they show Trump. Yeah, losers, John. Exactly, pieces of shit. For
predicted about 3:30 p.m.
for the signing of all the presidential orders, executive orders.
We'll talk about some of this afternoon's events, and we'll also be checking the news with John McConnell as we go. But let's watch Marine One.
I didn't see Hunter today. Where's Hunter?
That's what I just asked. Where's Hunter? Notice nobody's no response here. Here we go. Excuse me.
One final time.
He's a baby boy. I got Gizmo in my lap here now. He's been wearing his sweater. I fell asleep last night before I took his sweater off of him after his last walk. And he was happy. He was in it this morning, bouncing around. I said, "Oh, damn, I didn't take your sweater off." But he likes it. Yeah, great to be back. Amethyst for sure.
Looks like we have liftoff. Joe and Jill Biden officially on their way out of DC.
It is. It's surprising. I didn't think. I thought they were going to pull him and put her in place the last month before it was all over, because they'd get a twofer. They'd
Trump is doing the McDonald's thing. He's waiting outside the drive-through window. Joe Biden. Good riddance.
Yeah, good riddance to bad rubbish. Isn't that the truth?
He's on his way.
And you saw he pardoned all the J6. Last thing, he pardoned J6, the J6 committee. All of them, because he knew that they committed treason. Everything they said was a lie in front of the American people. They put it together. The Hollywood producer to make the January 6th hearings that they played that nobody watched, and he pardoned them. He pardoned that piece of shit General Milley, who was actually should be reinstated and charged with treason. And I think they're going to do that with some of these other military people, though. They're going to that have retired and gotten away. They're going to draft them, because they still have they can recall them. They're going to recall them and then charge them with treason for any number of different crimes.
Former presidents chimed in. It was a sight to see. So when we have those, we will
Pulverizer. How's it going, James?
I think we have the executive orders queued up right now. This is President Trump talking about.
Yeah, straight to the house for some Jello, and he has to have that pre-chewed for him.
To signing these executive orders, let's take it away.
A national emergency at our southern border.
So, well, there we have our inaugural. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Well, at least it didn't. I wasn't coughing all the way through it. So with that, my battery power is running down on the phone. We got to see our. Thank you all so much for
of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the.
Yeah, let's all just rehashing that. So thank y'all again so much for tuning in today on this one. Oh, let's see this. Am I in the picture? I can't see whenever I am. But yeah, we got our boy here watching with me. It's a great day for America, and we'll see what comes. But I think there's going to be a lot of optimism and we're going to have a lot to be proud and grateful for as we start to make America safe again. We're going to make America strong again. We're going to make America wealthy again. We're going to make America healthy again, and we're going to make America great again. So with that, we're going to send off a little Trump dance. We don't have any music, but that's okay because they'd bounce me if we had our YMCA playing. So thank y'all again, and have a great week, and enjoy the festivities. Enjoy the fact that your country is back in the hands of Americans and not foreign communist Ukraine uh, 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 oligarch representatives that are worrying about their own good rather than anything over the country. So thank y'all again, and have a great week. Oh my, I can't. Thank you, Amethyst, Trouble One. James, appreciate y'all show up. John R. Prospecting. Aqua Donkey. My phone's gone dark. Investor. Yeah, all you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it today. It was a fun day watching the government at work. Thank God for the Republic, America, and that we're still standing here. So till the next time, take care, my friends, and peace out.